Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense, but I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty, under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, there's something very, 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 very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT, people who smoke marijuana. I said that twice. Okay. And when I say people who believe in God, I'm talking about people who believe in external gods, because these days, people are just still stuck in fairy tales, Bible, Qurans, and all sorts of religion, which means to bind in Latin. They're just lost sheep. But that's the intention of this world. When you become awoke at the tender age of 7, you start to realize what this world is about very quickly. I'm sorry, I don't know how to explain this to a lot of people, but when you hear the term chosen one flop around somewhere here and there and everything else here in the air, in the ether, you have to understand where it comes from. And I'm going to explain it to you that if you are a chosen one, you'll start hearing these voices early on. Usually people who usually have schizophrenia usually are part of the chosen ones, and those people who are agnostic people are the chosen ones as well. They're the gatekeepers. They're the ones with the magic, the real magic. And as I said before, I'm talking from my own anecdotal experiences. This is what I was told through the Holy Spirit, okay, when I was 7 years old, what a chosen one is. A chosen one is willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. But then there's those who keep to themselves because they don't want to be harmed. They have sacred knowledge, okay? And of course, a lot of people will claim to say that they are these chosen ones and they think they're perfect, okay? And no one is really perfect in this world, including I. I'm not perfect. No one is like perfectly good or perfectly evil. But there is a difference between chosen ones and ordinary people. Chosen ones are very antisocial. Unless they're from another world and they reveal themselves, they will be killed. Okay? So if you're in the humanoid form and you start showing that you have some sort of abilities, you can get harmed for that. This is why it's good to keep things secret, keep it secret, keep it safe. Okay? This message is only for those few and far between. You should already know who I am already. I'm holistic. I don't do the things that anybody else like to do. I'm completely in favor of isolation, okay? Because I already know myself very well. And you gods who have actually heard my video deserve to hear this message. Keep up the great work and only open up to those who seem to have a keen of small interest in it. If people don't seem to be interested in you and you are a chosen one, like myself, okay? Or you want to take the Myers-Briggs, okay? You know, Myers-Briggs says the chosen ones are the INFJs, okay? That's like 5% of people. Or you took the test twice, right? And you tested yourself, knowing that you don't need people for validation. You don't need to be feeding off the superficialness or materialism of this world. You know you are not like that. You are a virgin. I lost my virginity when I was 38, okay? And I'm on the basketball court. And I am 50 years old. And I'm a Gen Xer. Please, for the few people that do listen to me, who basically have a sense of curiosity, don't believe the hype. That was back in the 80s, okay? I think it was Public Enemy. Don't believe the hype. You got to get it from the source. Get it from the source. I talk about things from my experiences, so I'm not saying nothing is a fact in this world. Nothing is a fact. But I'm going to tell you what it is a fact is that we may be living in a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. The thing is that I hear people talking about chosen ones like they know them, okay? But they are in isolation. They're not really with the general public. And when you do spot them, you will notice that something strange is about them more than anybody else. They do not fit in with everybody else. They do not fit in with everyone else. Me, I know by fact and by far that people who speak negative about me, they become cursed, because I talk to both the demons and the angels at night and day. All right? And then there's people who would want to doubt me and play, okay? And then they go away. Okay? It's not really that hard. It's this, if you want your power to make sure it be known, you speak about it first. I tell people, do not come in my house with lies. And their lives become miserable because they try to lie. That's how powerful I am. So I don't really have people with negative energy around me. Chosen ones or indigos or starseed children do not fraternize with people who have those type of energy. Chosen ones are naturally holistic. They do not fit in with the other people. I had to put curses on people indirectly. It wasn't my fault. When I say I'm not responsible when I do this to you, you should be scared. You'll start talking to people, and then you get yourself in trouble because you trying to get me in trouble because you don't understand me. You're not close to me. I am the only one, the Emerald Pillar King, that talks the way I talk on the internet. No one is better than who you are as a person. So when someone says, I'm going to find someone better, they're talking about superficial things. Okay? Especially how women talk about, oh, you ain't making enough money. Okay? The thing is that a lot of people don't understand the psychosis of a relationship. They don't really try to study or test. They're in lust. Okay? But that's what I really want to say. I want to say, you chosen ones, keep up the great work. Only educate your children and try to stay away from general society, which may try to cause you mischief and mayhem. Okay? There's many different types of chosen ones. When they say chosen ones, it doesn't necessarily mean there's one chosen one. Like people believing in Jesus, and Jesus is the only chosen one in the world. Okay? There's obviously more chosen ones. They say it's 144,000, but it doesn't matter. Okay? There are people who are gifted in this world. Okay? People put limits on things that they do not understand. Okay? All right? But what else is there to say about chosen one? This is my message to the chosen one. Stay single. If you choose not to stay single and you want to try it, like I have tried, I told you before, I didn't want a family in the past, and then I ended up having a family. Okay, I just wanted to see what it was like, and I said that if you have a pure heart, chosen ones all have pure hearts. Okay, and sometimes you may speak a little bit too much truth. Okay, that will get you in trouble. Like myself, I get myself in trouble sometimes. Okay. But trust me on this. If you have good intentions, it'll all come right back to you. You'll get positivity and blessings. Okay? You just have to wait. You have to understand that this world is about negativity and ignorance first before you get your blessings. I used to live in Ethiopia, okay, for like 2 years. And I didn't want to come back to America. And I recorded everything. And so I tried to tell people that life is more peaceful out there because there's not too many rules and regulations and people stepping in your life, trying to be clever, trying to destroy you because you're unique. Okay. So please understand this, okay, that I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Everything is going fine with me. I just feel bad for society, okay, and as a whole. It's like there's a lot of loopholes I see through the loopholes, and a lot of people don't know about them. But if you do fall through a loophole, then you'll understand, people will try to manipulate you or trick you. But that's all I really want to say. What else is there to say about indigo children? Just keep to yourself, keep doing the good work, and if you know how to contact me, the universe will allow you to, okay? And try your best to keep your health up. Try to make sure you try to live past 100 years old. Cool. And if you can, travel. I can give you advice if you contact me. Other than that, y'all have a nice day. And I'm going to say it again. I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Peace.